Hi everyone, I hope everyone's enjoying the series so far. We're getting close to the end and I want to touch on some really important things before we close up. My topic today is that success in life is not convenient. Absolutely not convenient. And if success is convenient for you, I'm not really sure why you're in this group, to be honest, and I'd love to know your secrets too. So I'm going to run through a couple of examples and metaphors that will show you what I had to teach myself and learn to overcome. So let's just start with something very simple and very basic, but very fundamental when it comes to human life. Learning to walk. Nobody remembers learning to walk. I don't remember, and if any of you remember learning to walk, you have the memory of an elephant, like the best memory ever. You should be applying to Yale or Harvard because you're brilliant. Your brain does things that mine does not. However, when you learn to walk, that was probably the most difficult thing you ever had to learn. To learn to go from crawling across the floor to standing up to using your legs, using your muscles, and independently crossing a room was probably the hardest thing physically you ever had to learn. But you don't remember how you learned to walk, do you? And you don't remember having to think about it. It wasn't complicated. All you did was try. It was a process of trial and failure. Trial and failure. You tried every single day for a series of months and months and months and months. And then finally one day you stood up and you walked across a room. And of course your parents probably just, blew their minds. They took pictures and videos and they were incredibly proud of you. But you had no idea what you did. You had no idea how you accomplished that. Well, when you're, 1 year old, life is far less complicated than it is now as adults. You didn't have things in your life going on that took away from your focus, which was to learn how to walk. We have had to take life on in a different way since then. Obviously, we're grown-ups now, and now we're all trying to make ourselves better in one way or another. And the thing is, we have to go back to the drawing board. How did we learn to walk? Trial and error. And extreme persistence, I should say. And that's how to make your life better, in all honesty. When I started working out when I was 250 pounds, I didn't make it 3 minutes before I fell over, panting and sweating and dying. I couldn't make a full day of healthy eating every single day. I cheated. I made mistakes. I didn't always get all the water I was supposed to get. It took time. It took trial and error and extreme persistence. For 14 straight months, I told myself, today I'm going to put in a DVD, and whether I have to potty train a child during the process, which I've done, or stop because I need to take a break, which I did, I'm going to do it. And the same applied to eating. There were days when, I was following Weight Watchers, but there were days like my birthday or Christmas where, I fell off track. I had to get myself back on track, and it was strictly through trial and error that I managed to get back on track. I would eat really, really well for a month straight, and then I'd have a moment of weakness, and I would end up eating things that were totally off protocol, and I felt it. And, my clothes didn't feel right. I physically didn't feel right, and I had to learn from that mistake, that eating crap and binging and not working out took a toll on me. I didn't feel as good. I didn't sleep as good. I had less energy. My skin didn't look as good. So if you're looking to start a journey, say most specifically in health and fitness, be aware of the fact you're not going to get on a treadmill tomorrow and run for an hour without stopping if you haven't done it ever before. You're not gonna blast through a workout without having to take a break. It's going to be a long process. It's not going to be convenient. For a lot of people, you work from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. or 4 p.m. You work all different hours. You have children, you have lives, you have families, you have friends. Success is not going to be convenient. Saying no to certain things that you really want to do, but you know are going to throw you off track, it's not going to be convenient for you emotionally, physically, in any way, shape, or form. For me, getting up at 8 o'clock in the morning to get my kids on the school bus, it's not convenient, but I have no choice. And that's what I have to look at my life the same way. If you have to wake up an hour earlier to work out, it is not convenient whatsoever. Or if you have to come home tired from work at the end of the day and force yourself to do a workout when you really want to be watching TV, it's not convenient either. But do you want to grow? Do you want to get healthier? Do you want to be the person deep down inside you really want to be? Then you have to figure out a way to accept the fact that this is not going to be convenient. When you get invited to go out for drinks with your girlfriends and you realize you can't have 8 drinks tonight, it's not convenient. You might have to actually change your social interactions. I don't surround myself with the same people as I used to, because as I grew and got healthier and stopped indulging in the things that they loved to do, they didn't have a lot of interest in me. And you know the old saying, misery loves company? It is spot on. They didn't make that term up. It is spot on. Misery loves company. And when you become a happier, healthier person, you start to see people kind of, fade away. My friends now are not the people who they used to be. I surround myself only with really positive people who are helping me in some way, shape, or form. And you will notice that you have to do the same thing. And it's not always convenient. Like I said, success is inconvenient. Learning to walk was a huge thing that you had to do. You did not ever consider, I'm just going to lay here and crawl the rest of my life. Something inside of you told you, I have to learn to walk. It's a tool I need for life. It was an instinct, right? Well, you only have this body. This is the only body anyone's going to give you. So your instinct should also be, I have to take care of it. I have to fuel it properly. I have to work the muscles in my body daily and keep them going, keep them healthy. I need to sleep well at night. I can't go out and blow all my money on things I don't need. I have to be kind to people. I have to respect people. Or I'm going to be miserable in every relationship I'm ever in. So remember, success is not convenient. Sometimes you have to put yourself out to grow. Sometimes instead of getting angry at someone, you have to walk away from a situation and just let it be. And somewhere deep down inside, you really want to put your 2 cents in and tell them what you think. And it's not convenient, but it's not going to make you a better person to let that negativity drive you down. So please be aware that success is not going to be convenient. And I would love for everyone to share an example of something they do that is absolutely not convenient in their lives, but it is making you a better person. If you can't think of something to say something that is very inconvenient and you find it impossible to do because of your lifestyle. And let's see how, as a group, we can find a way to get you doing that. Okay? We'll talk tomorrow.